Hello, gamers. Oh, sheesh. Welcome back to another amazing live stream by yours truly. Hello, hello. I originally had a different game that I wanted to play for stream today, but as the title suggests, I didn't realize it was gonna update, and it was taking so fucking long, and I was like, it's already almost 6:30, I gotta pivot. Also, the reason why I'm late is because I got caught up in a custom DBD match with Matt, Pidgey, and Kylie, so blame them. It was their fault, but I did a good killer match. And I murdered Pidgey and Matt. But you know, that it just had to be done. Oh, well, hello everybody. Hello, Black Blue. Was the other game Infinity Nikki? No, I don't have that game. Hello, Risaya, how you? Listen, it was fun though. It was fun killing Matt. I think it's what he deserved. No, I'm kidding. Matt's listening to this right now, like, wow. Leaves my stream and talk shit. Listen, I had to do what I had to do. Sorry, I was looking at a message. All right, anyways, enough yapping. I'm yapping so much. But the game that I was going to play today, I will likely play tomorrow. So, yeah. Let me switch over to the gamer screen. Ooh, and actually connect right away. Let me pause the music because there is music in here. I haven't fiddled with the settings yet. Yeah, it didn't die. I just forgot to download it or update it. Access Steam features from overlay while playing. Thanks, I guess. Am I tabbed in? Oh, go back. Wait, go back. I didn't even go to the settings yet. Ah. All right. Well, this one, I guess. Hold on. Let me get my shit actually properly set up. I just tabbed in. I didn't mean to. I actually don't know if I should be playing this with a keyboard and mouse or a controller. Let me see. Oh no, this game doesn't even have controller support, so I guess we're playing with keyboard and mouse. My fault. Unplug that shit. Let me drag my keyboard closer. Okay. Can I go back? Okay. Borderless, y'all know how I like it. Wait, I can use a controller. So you were out here lying to me and shit. But Steam doesn't want me to use a controller. Unless the first thing it registers, because my controller is not on. You know what? I have an idea, guys. What if we just did this and relaunched the game? There we go. I think the first movement on the game needed to be my controller, or else it's like, what do you got there? A smoothie? Let me actually plug this in and make sure it's good. Actually, maybe I should have fiddled with the controller thing first. Hold on. please enable Steam input. I would love you so much. There we go. Sorry guys, this is my first day. Okay, are you gonna actually like let me? My friend, my entire Steam's list when they see me open this game for a third time. It's like, sometimes things are really finicky with controllers on Steam. Like, I know for Final Fantasy 15, it'll only show the DualShock buttons, like the actual like glyphs, if it's the first movement that the game senses and it's not your mouse. Oh, there we go. There we go. Jesus. No! The sensitivity is crazy. There really are no settings though, so I guess if it's loud, let me know and I'll have to turn it down manually. Alright, let's finally get in. I'm so sorry to have delayed us like pretty much 30 minutes. I'm so sorry. Do you want the guide to gameplay to be displayed? We recommend this. Yeah, sure. Now saving. Please do not turn off the system. Yo, thank you for the good luck. Appreciate you. It's up to you. It's basically visual novel. If it's a visual novel, then I definitely want my controller so I can lean back in my chair. Also, I feel like... Oh god, that was really loud. I'm so sorry. I feel like Spike Chunsoft games are really good on controller. Is this the man?
会社員の話によりますと、立てこもっている男は北島という男である可能性が高いとのことです。その男は以前からこのビル内のある企業との仕事上の取引があり、金銭上のトラブルが絶えなかったということです。今回の立てこもりはそのトラブルに端を発したものではないかと見方が強まっています。
Like, girl, what you banging on the window for? Call the police. Ooh. Did that car just blow up? Oh shit, dude, he got lead. For real. And I don't think he ever got to send that text, damn. Shibuya story is my story to tell. Also, hello, Anarchy. I didn't get to say hi to you and Sierra. Oh, we get to pick. As you play through the game, various mechanics will be explained. Should I say it 428, 428, or 428? Hold on, guys. Sorry, my sister was talking to me. And, I say 428. Okay, that's what I was gonna say, but I didn't know if I should say, like, I'll probably switch between, like, 428 and, like, 428. In 428, you follow the story of multiple protagonists at once. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of like playing multi-characters. I don't know, maybe that's part of the reason why I liked Yakuza 0 so much, because I like switching between the two. Because, like, when you first switch, you're kind of mad. You're like, you're either like, bruh, I was into the story, or you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, when we first switched to Majima's story, I was like, what is happening? Also, this game's loud as fuck. This game's loud as shit. Hold on. Can I get the fucking volume mixer, please? Volume. Shit, loud as hell, bro. Can you even hear me over this? Let's go 48. Because I was too lazy to go up to 50. Your decisions impact their experiences as you read the story. Oh god. Does this mean we can get people killed? What does the day hold in store? Their fate is in your hands. Hopefully, you can see them all through to the end. Oh god, this is like if I was gonna play fucking Until Dawn. To start, you have two characters, Shinya Kano and Eiichi Endo? Let's begin by checking out Kano's story. Okay. God, look at this outfit, bro. What are you wearing? Just 2 more minutes to go. Shinya Kano noted the time again on his watch, scowling at the slow creep of the second hand. The time was 9:58 a.m., which is definitely not the time right now. Furrows of consternation creased his forehead. He wasn't nervous, but he knew better than to expect something to go smoothly. Keeping a level head was proving rather difficult. There was no room for failure. Lives were on the line here. Period. He eyed his surroundings. Was the perp really going to show up? When? Where would he be coming from? How would he make his approach? The Shibuya Scramble was as packed as ever. Oh my god, guys! Oh my god! It's the title. A throng of people crossing this way and that, blissfully unaware of the dozens of detectives hidden in its midst. All right, another minute and a half. Kano glanced down at his watch yet again. A mere 30 seconds had passed. Detective Kano had been with the enforcement arm of Shibuya's criminal affairs section for a year now, but he'd never been part of an operation this big before. He eyed the young woman standing beside the statue up ahead. She was small enough to get lost in a crowd, and she carried a nondescript attaché case. Wait, is that the fucking dog behind her? That dog statue? From, I forget what the name of the actual dog is. But, that we saw in, The World Ends With... Is it The World Ends With You? I keep forgetting. I keep wanting to say The World Ends With Us, and I'm like, I think that's something else. I think that's like a movie or a book or something. Hachiko! Yeah! I'm glad you guys remembered. Kano looking fit in that suit though, for real. I like how you had like the two characters. You had the one dressed in a nice suit, and then the one dressed in a puffer vest and like animal printed pants. I don't know what they might have been, like, I don't know, snake or some shit. I wasn't looking. Well, I was looking, but I wasn't comprehending. The World Ends With You. That's what I thought. Hitomi Asawa, age 19. The attaché case in her hands contained a full 50 million yen in cash. Yesterday, her twin sister, Maria... Okay, so why did she get named Maria and you got named Hitomi? Do you have, like, are you guys, like, mixed or something? Or did she change her name to Maria? Yes, yesterday her twin sister Maria had been kidnapped. This was the ransom payment. The culprit had Hitomi last night, at home, referring to her by name and telling her to wait by the statue of Hachiko in Shibuya. It was almost time, but nothing. Probably because they know the police are gonna be there. Kano was staring fixedly at the second hand on his watch when a homeless man sitting on the sidewalk murmured just loud enough for him to hear. Come on, Kano. Quit looking at your watch so much. Literally, about to get us all caught over here. What if the kidnapper sees you? Kano tried to look nonchalant as he lifted his eyes, but the scruffy character continued. You're too nervous. Just relax already. You're the one acting suspicious, Sasayama. Kano frowned. Why would some homeless guy be talking to me? Yuji Sasayama was the senior officer of the Shibuya Precinct's Criminal Affairs Division, 5 years older than Kano. Some words and phrases in the text appear in blue. These are called tips. Press square to underline a tip and press X. This will let you read some extra info relating to that word or phrase. There are tips containing general knowledge, ones that are 428 specific. These are marked with a magnifying glass and a 428 respectively. Official name, Shibuya Central Precinct, responsible for the safety of approximately 200,000 people in 32 neighborhoods, including Uehara, oh god, oh god, I'm not even gonna try that one. Ebisu? God, I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce. Yamocho? Shibuya! Shoto! Listen, I can't. Especially the really long ones. Oh god, there's just, oh god, there's so many. I'm not gonna read that. Yoyogi I saw. You got me because of the clickbait title. Listen, I explained exactly the situation. I had a different game planned, and then I had to switch to this one. If you know, you know. Okay, no, yeah, I read this. Hello, bitch? No, please, controller, work with me. He always went a little overboard with the disguises. He claimed it was all part of the job, but he claimed it was all part of the job, but word around the station was that he just liked playing dress up. Is crazy work. Also, my controller does hate me. Just so you know. Let me in. Can you let me in? That's what I use my controller. They really don't want me to. Okay, well. Hey pal, some spare change. Leave me alone. I hate you. Alright, well, I guess I'll just use my keyboard. Sasayama lurched to his feet and shuffled in closer to Kano. Hey, knock that off! Fittingly for the part, Sasayama reeked pretty badly. Hey, yo. Are we sure? Are we sure that's part of the bit? Just part of the grift? It gets easy to read once you learn that Japanese has a very limited number of syllables to work with. That's fair. Listen, I try my best, bro. I do. I'm like, at this point, I play so many, like, Japanese-based games. I should just open Duolingo and start taking, like, just, like, the intro to Japanese. So I can learn how to pronounce, like, the syllables and shit. And I don't know why my controller keeps being a bitch. Hold on. Because it works, but, like, it just sometimes will stop working in the actual games. Because, like, I'll go to the controller layout thing, and it lets me control it perfectly fine with my controller. So it's like, my controller's on. I see the light is on. It just, I don't know. Sometimes it just won't work for games. Well, ain't so suspicious now, huh? Ugh, alright. I'm just gonna unplug my controller. If I press escape, what's gonna happen, do you think? Okay, well, nothing. Well, ain't so suspicious now, huh? He clung to Kano with mock camaraderie, despite the younger man's attempts to pull away. Come on, Sasayama, cut it out! Sasayama's blithe confidence rattled Kano's nerves. Of course, there was good reason for that confidence. This was Kano and Sasayama's jurisdiction. Oh god, I don't know how to click that though. Fuck! Okay, what button do we think will let me click onto... Do you think I could just do it with my mouse? I actually don't think I have a mouse. Sometimes 2 or more tips will appear on the screen. Press tab. Okay. Repeatedly to change which words are underlined. Highlight the tip. You wish to read, then press space. Continue pressing tab or press escape. To return to reading the story. Okay. Thank God. I was like, help me. Help me. A particular region or well, let me start over. Jurisdiction is a particular region over which an organization or member thereof has control or authority. Refers here to the areas under the jurisdiction of various police precincts. The Metropolitan Police Department, at the pinnacle of Tokyo's police hierarchy, has vastly more authority than local precincts. But since many officers wind up needing to work with both, the outright rivalry between the two isn't as notable as TV dramas may make it seem. Look guys, it's the actual boy. Dude, wait, and it's the Moyai statue too that we saw. Dude, I learned so much about Japan from these fucking games. They love to set their games like actually just in Japan. It's great. Because I'm like, I know I'm never gonna be able to travel there, so it's like, you know, I get to learn this stuff from the safety of my home. And also the safety of my wallet. Moyai Maui. I don't actually know. I have no idea how to pronounce it. The green frog. Listen, I've been seeing some green frogs in that game. Bronze statue of a dog erected in 1934. The dog was famous for loyally waiting for his absent master, well known as a meetup spot outside of Shibuya Station. Other popular meetup spots at the station are the display car for the original Tokyo 5000 series, commonly known as the Green Frog, and the Maui Moyai whatever statue by the west entrance. Listen, those were possessed with noise before. It's two different things. I remember making a joke about which statue is which. Oh. Okay. Oh, and then we have HQ. HQ. Here refers to the Metropolitan Police Department, the Tokyo Police Section, responsible for managing 101 precincts within the city. Japan's largest police organization. In addition to policing Tokyo, it has various other duties and authorities for maintaining public order in the capital. Okay. Okay, wait. The statue of Hachiko was surrounded by elite investigators from one of HQ's special investigation teams. Kano and his partner were just there to provide backup if the kidnapper attempted to flee. Look, just trying to relax. We'll be fine. Sasayama gave him a wink. Dude, why is he flirting with me? Me taking a normal interaction. Dude, is he flirting with me? That's me in real life, but I'm never actually serious. I'm just like, oh my god, what if they like me? But then, like, I'm also like, no, that would never happen. Inside of me, there's two wolves. One of them is delusional, and the other one is entirely too real. A moment later, the radio squawked in Kano's ear. Alright, everyone, it's time. Keep your eyes open. It's the chief. The voice coming in through the earpiece was Koji Kuze. Listen, the last time I knew a Kuze, they was a bitch. So don't be like that one. HQ's operations director. Until last year, he'd been the Shibuya precinct's head detective and Kano's supervisor. We don't know when the perp is going to make contact. Don't let your guard down. Yes, sir. Sorry. Listen, if low gravelly voice. We don't know when the perp is going to make contact. Don't let your guard down. Kuze's low gravelly voice echoed in Kano's ear. You are the second person I know who instantly assumed Sasayama was flirting with Kano. Which is funny because you are only the second person I know who's played this game. I mean, listen, that's 100% score right there. 2 for 2. You don't sound too worried, Kuze. Kano winced at Sasayama's words. How could the man be so nonchalant? The appointed time had come and gone. Something should be happening. Whap! Kano smacked himself in the thigh to release a little tension. The sound was louder than he intended, though the suit hid his muscular physique. They're like, just so you know, He's ripped under here. I'm getting ripped tonight. R.I.P. Hey. Though the suit hid his muscular physique, it did little to dampen the noise. He needed to stay focused. He might be called to action at any moment. The department handled abduction cases according to a certain standard investigation procedure. Was it in an attempt to extort money, or was the motive something personal? The answer to that question determined how they'd deal with the criminal. And based on the investigation team's initial findings this time around, investigation team? Like Persona 4? He's got that sleeper pill for real. Low-key, if Majima wore clothes, he'd have a sleeper build. You know what I mean? Like, Majima's a tall guy, but he's like... He's skinny. He's not a beefcake like Kiryu is. Yeah, he looks lanky as hell. But he does have washboard abs. So, like, if he wore clothes, he'd 100% have that sleeper build. And based on the investigation team's initial findings this time around, they probably weren't dealing with a professional kidnapper. Still, in all likelihood, it was someone with quite a long rap sheet. Probably someone who knew the family. But so far they had So far they had a few leads on who might bear such a grudge. With the situation so unclear, the plan was to apprehend whomever came to make the handoff on site. If the culprit ran with the money, there'd be no guarantee of the hostage's well-being. Still nothing. Sasayama muttered. There he is! He's here! Oh shit! He did wear a lot more clothes in Yakuza 0. Yeah, especially during the nightclub scene. He had his bow tie on and his buttons actually buttoned. I was like, back when Majima knew how to hide his titties, now he said free the titty. He said, I won't wear a bra anymore. And you know, respectable, have a nice day. I just know his ass is cold though. like once it gets cold, I bet you he doesn't wear anything just to prove a point, just so people don't think he's a bitch. He's like, I got a reputation, bro. I can't be putting on a shirt. I know it's like -5 degrees. Kuze broke in, his voice spiking into an excited chirp. Why is this something I have to click on? Kuze's particular vocal quirk. Whenever he gets overly flustered, excited, or panicked, he slips into a childish register, prone to babbling and pitching his voice. Thank you. Subject is a young male in his 20s, wearing a bandana and an orange hoodie. Kuze, normally calm and stoic, was now squawking like an excited child. That only happened when he got particularly worked up. Kano and Sasayama steeled themselves. They could see the subject now. Oh god. Tag yourself. Who are you on the bench? I'm that lady who's like reading a book and like sussly looking over. A 20-something male nonchalantly approaching Hitomi to talk to her. Alright, people. Be ready to grab this guy. Kuze was stationed in the mobile command center, not far from the intersection. Keeping tabs on this situation via video surveillance from the camera team. The young man started speaking enthusiastically to Hitomi. The detectives watched, uncertain. Was this really the kidnapper? That's gotta be him. Oh god. You'll encounter selections like these during the story. These choices will change the lives of other people in addition to changing your own fate. Use the arrow keys to make your choice, then press space. The current choice will not impact you or any of the other protagonists. They're like, this is just to get the vibe Okay. That's gotta be him. Kano took a step forward, then hesitated, or the situation still wasn't entirely clear. I think we need to relax. I think going in now would jump the gun. Like, if we see her hand the suitcase over, I think that point y'all need to start running. But, like, if this is not the person, like, I know they said that this doesn't fucking matter. But, you know, I'm just thinking logically now, so I always think logically with my choices. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, if this wasn't him, I'm thinking that when we were trying to catch that panty snatcher, and there was like 4 fucking guys before the actual guy, what if it's like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, won't they give a signal? Let's chill. The situation still wasn't entirely clear. He needed to get a better look at things. The newcomer held a bunch of letter-sized paper which he showed to Hitomi as he went on talking. He tried to hand her one of the papers, but she pointedly ignored him. Undeterred, the man kept trying to foist it off on her. Hitomi refused to respond, becoming motionless as the statue of Hachiko behind her, until finally the man gave up and walked away. Yes, it wasn't him. Kano felt the tension of the moment linger in his spine. I'm assuming if I went for it, what's his name, Sasayama, would have been like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? That's clearly not him. Guy must have been hitting on her, Sasayama muttered. What do you mean by that? Succeeding at meeting someone on the fly like this takes a special knack. Looks are also important. Sometimes, of course, the person trying to get your attention out of nowhere is just trying to make a sales pitch for a product or a nearby establishment. At first glance, it isn't always easy to tell the difference. I mean, she is pretty cute, after all. He had a point. No, of course. Something in Sasayama's voice made Kano brace himself. Alright, guys, brace yourselves. She's got nothing on my Michan. You're out here flirting with me and you have a girlfriend? Not the music kicking in right after I said that. Yeah, she's your wife! Michan was Sasayama's wife. They'd gotten married just last month. Let me tell you, Kano, married life is the best. You gotta hurry up and give it a try for yourself. This was Sasayama's favorite topic lately, and Kano was getting more and more fed up with it. Sasayama, come on. Just knock it off, okay? The phrase had become a common refrain of his since the department partnered them. Listen, I love a goofy and a serious being like partners for anything. I mean, listen, look at Detroit Become Human. Not saying like either one of them is particularly goofy, but like I love a contrasting dynamic is what I'm saying. Like it doesn't have to always be like goofy and serious. It could be like angry alcoholic and over listening a robot. Humans have 2 hands for a reason. Period. Listen, I got my partner in life and my partner in crime. Period. Fine. Let's talk about your girlfriend then. Huh? No, you can't be serious. Sasayama leaned in close again. Hey. What's she like? We are not having this conversation, Kano muttered, looking away. Aw, come on. Sasayama set his hand on Kano's chest, still playing the homeless troublemaker. Show me your phone. Let me see your lock screen. Huh? Sasayama pawed for the phone. You got a pic of your girl on your lock screen, yeah? I do not. But he did. It was scary how on the mark Sasayama's instincts were. Hey, cut it out. We're in the middle of an investigation. I am investigating, Sasayama chuckled as he plucked the phone from Kano's pocket. His face scrunched up with astonishment as he looked at the lock screen. Is he wearing a wig? I can't tell. The heck is this? It's not. Ain't this Masami Nagahama? Now who's this? 428. A national star. Tends to play the heroine. Oh god, why can't I say why can't I say that word? Oh my god. She plays the main character basically. On national morning soap operas or in national historical dramas. Her songs have been a series of national hits. Ain't no way you pull a baddie. I mean, it must be that sleeper build. And she's even slated to host the year-end national singing competition program. Everything about her is national. Listen, either you somehow managed to bag a baddie and that sleeper build really is all that in a bag of chips and you might be having a sleeper build somewhere else too, or like you're just a fan and you're like, it's my girl, but she's not my girl. Kano realized he had to bite the bullet. No, that's my girlfriend. No, that's my girlfriend. Her name's Rumi, and she's Sasayama cut him off. You're telling me this ain't Masami Nagahama, the famous actress? Is this right here is Masami Nagahama? Like I said, you sly old dog, trying to make like you're dating Masami Nagahama. I'm not. I mean, I guess Rumi does kind of look like her. Sasayama let out a huff. For real? For real? You really think I'm gonna fall for that? There's nothing to fall for, I swear.
For real?
Sasayama scowled, unconvinced. Alright, then why don't you marry her? Kano stammered, but he had no answer. The truth was, he would have happily married her already, but there were obstacles that needed to be overcome. Okay, playtime's over. Let's focus on the job. Sasayama handed back Kano's phone and turned his gaze back to Hitomi. Kano let out a quick, uneasy sigh, but his shoulders did feel looser. Maybe Sasayama had been trying to relieve a bit of tension. Maybe he should be grateful. Hey, how about you read the title of the stream, Hydro? Hodor, even. By now, several minutes had passed since the guy with the papers had gone away. He peered at Hitomi. The strain on her face was visible. In addition to the weight of the attaché case itself, the 5,000, 10,000 yen bills it held weighed close to 6 kilos. How much is that in freedom? How much is that in freedom units? Specifically pounds. Not the Hydro. What do you think? You think I can read? Then how'd you read those subtitles in Yakuza? Checkmate unless you know Japanese. 13 pounds. How much is like a gallon of milk? In pounds. Because like, listen, my arm gets tired holding like a full gallon of milk, so 13. It's a lot. Her slender arms must have been getting tired. Still, she refused to set the case down. She wasn't taking any chances with her sister's life, yeah, because then somebody just walks by and snatches that shit. Yeah, then I'd be cooked trying to hold this. Heh, what I wouldn't do for Kiru. Learn Japanese. Okay, game saved. The kidnapping case had begun the day before at around 7 p.m. This is MPD dispatch. Sorry, I almost said dick patch. Pretend you didn't hear that. This is Shibuya. Sorry, I'm drunk. I actually can't. I've been smoking too much crack. after we busted those guys. Anyways, the Shibuya precinct is reporting a missing person believed to be an abduction. And if you don't know, an abduction in Japanese law is actually the act of indirectly luring or deceiving someone into the control of a third party. Is also known as kidnapping. Using forcible threats or violence to achieve the same results known as abduction. Subject is Maria Asawa, a 19-year-old student at Midoriyama Academy, last seen at the LL Diner near campus. A man was allegedly seen forcing her into a car nearby. Oh, is she the one who saw the guy in the van? All officers in the vicinity report to the scene at once. Over. 10-4. Kano and Sasayama had been working a burglary case in Gume's 5th district when they got a call. The call. The two arrived at the LL Diner at 7:15 p.m. At roughly the same time, several other officers showed up to secure the area, blocking off entry to nearby roadways and monitoring the surrounding establishments. Dude, I kind of look good in that suit. Is this my normal fit? And then this is Sasayama without his homeless rat wig on. I didn't think that facial hair was actually something his character was gonna have. I thought that was like for the homeless look. All for my homeboy for real. Literally every weeb's justification for learning Japanese. Anyway, new game, yippee. I honestly would love to learn Japanese, but lazy. I feel like I already struggle with like Spanish, which has like pretty much mostly all the same letters as English. So like when you start like introducing like symbols, so like Japanese or Chinese or Korean or like Russian, like I can't. My brain, I can't keep all that in there. Like it's kind of okay with like me taking Spanish because, you know, the letters are mostly the same, so it's easier for me to remember in words and shit. Not the best. I'm still really bad at learning languages. I think my brain's just not oriented in that way. Like sometimes I'm surprised I even know English. Inside the restaurant, Kano and Sasayama were met by the girl who'd reported the kidnapping. It was the victim's twin sister, Hitomi. Could you tell us about when Maria was taken, starting from the very beginning? Kano said, keeping his voice low. My sister and I, we were supposed to go to a party together today. Hitomi was trembling, her voice hoarse. But I messed up the time. I showed up right at 7, an hour later than I was supposed to. So Maria had gone alone to the party, a mixture for locals and exchange students. Hitomi, arriving late, had showed up just in time to glance out through the restaurant window and see her sister getting shoved into a car. She described the vehicle as a blue station wagon of Japanese make. Didn't we see that blow up, though? Maybe it was a different situation. I don't know. I'm assuming she says this. Why would something like this happen to her? Hitomi held back her tears, but she was shaking all over. Did you get a good look at the kidnapper? Yes, it was a man, middle-aged. Oh, I guess he said that. Yes, it was a man, middle-aged. Who's this white guy? There was another eyewitness, Leland Palmer. He identified himself as a lecturer at Hitomi and Maria's school. I saw it too. I saw it too. It's like Hitomi says. I heard Hitomi cry out, and so I went to the window to look, and... His Japanese was halting, as if he hadn't been in the country very long. And I think that maybe the kidnapper was working alone. Listen, why would it zoom... Was that her or him that said that? Because I'm like, why would they zoom in on her face if it was him saying it? Damn, Sasayama cleans up nice. Hopefully he did the shower along with it. Leland explained that he'd seen the man shove Maria into the back seat, then clamber into the driver's seat. If he had an accomplice, wouldn't they have been driving? Neither Hitomi nor Leland had gotten a look at the suspect's face. Kano was interviewing others who had been on the scene, looking for other potential witnesses, when his phone rang. Dude, it's like we never left LA Noire. It was Yoshio Kajiwara, one of the senior detectives. We've set up a task force for the investigation. Period. Get back to the station once you have a handle on the situation there. Barely half an hour had passed between the time the kidnapping was reported and the time the task force began operation. Roughly 150 people are working on the case in the Shibuya Precinct's conference room. The main force at work is HQ's 1st Special Investigation Unit. Additionally, other detective sections, a riot squad, and investigators from neighboring precincts have been assembled. Luna trying not to play a game involving crime or murder. Impossible. Listen, it just happens, okay? It's not my fault. Damn, I really wish my controller was working right now. I kind of want to plug it in just to see. But I'd reckon I'd have to relaunch the game again, and then if it did it a third time, I don't know. At that point, I would just give up. Yeah, no. Oopsies. Murder is just so attractive. Hey, yo. Honestly, I don't know why I play so. I just think I just like mystery games. I think they're fun. And also, I don't know. I don't know, man. I keep trying. I'm like, let's play a cute little game, and then it's never a cute little game. I don't know why. Even like the cutesy game that I have, I think it's like, I forget what it's called. It's like a cute looking art style, but then it also like it's a detective game still. I just have a type apparently. When Kano and Sasayama got back to the precinct station, Kuze had already arrived from HQ. He informed them that a response team had been formed to investigate the victim's home. In a case where someone has been abducted for ransom, it is often difficult to resolve the situation without cooperating with the victim's family, but the family can also be a hindrance in making an arrest. To help guide the family's actions, a response team is assembled and stationed at the victim's home, led by an investigator with proper training. Kano could feel a peculiar tension in the air. Unfamiliar MPD detectives scurried to and fro around the Shibuya offices. He pulled one of them to a side to get a quick update. Her twin, i.e., they probably didn't want to hire a second person. They were like, dude, we could just have one girl play both girls. Speaking of cute detective games, I heard Duck Detective is getting another game next year. Funny enough, that was the game that I was talking about. Well, the first game, but I didn't know that they were getting a second game, which is exciting because I saw somebody play very briefly Duck Detective. Like, I didn't see more than it being a Duck Detective, and I was like, I need that game. I need it. So let's get another one. I'm excited. An hour had passed since the kidnapping, period. Somehow I assumed you were talking about Duck Detective, which is why I mentioned it. I couldn't remember what the fuck the name was called. I was gonna say Goose Detective, but I was like, I'm pretty sure it's a duck. But yeah, that game looks so cute. Like, tell me that's not right up my alley. Like, if it's not grisly mystery, it's cutesy mystery. Or at least, like, comedy mystery. Yeah, that's so little game. Exactly. There had been one new development. The perpetrator had made a threatening call to the victim's home. He said the following: "Tomorrow, 10 a.m., by Hachiko in Shibuya. Have the sister, Hitomi, bring 50 million yen. If not, the girl's life is forfeit." Tag yourself, I'm the guy taking that big old sip out of the cup. I'm choking my own spit. I'm the guy with the banana. Listen, it looks like a good banana too. Like, it, you know, like perfectly ripe, not too, you know, green, not too brown. Like, that looks like a nice banana. I wonder if it's real. Like, do you think that's a real banana or like a prop banana? Also, I just realized, like, whenever I play games like this with like minimal to no voice acting, is this not just like an audiobook at this point? Like, interrupted intermittently by my commentary and also chat messages that I read out loud. Like, just cut those parts out and it's basically an audiobook. A badly read audiobook, but an audiobook nonetheless. Kajiwara from the precinct was put on the response team along with the detectives from elsewhere who'd received special training in abduction cases. Normally, a local precinct detective wouldn't have gone undercover in a victim's home. Kuze, however, had decided that having a knowledgeable local was crucial and had sent Kajiwara along. The detectives disguised themselves as delivery people and movers to make their way inside without arousing suspicion. Arriving there at 8:30, the response team had come prepared to run a trace if the kidnapper contacted the family a second time. The fact that you didn't have one prepared the first time? Like, what do you mean, a second time? Yeah, I guess it's like a podcast. It's like, yeah, it's both. I would bet the actor is actually eating it. They're like, have a little banana as a treat. This guy was like scarfing down the sandwich. He was like, this is really good. Let me... The act of pinpointing the source of an incoming phone call. The police are not allowed to do this independently, without oversight. They must go through a formalized process that includes securing the cooperation of the phone company. In the past, conducting the trace itself would take time, but nowadays, acquiring the location can be practically instantaneous. I guess they didn't know he would call at all, but you'd think they would probably try to set that up as quick as possible. But there were no further calls. They blew it. Okay, wait 1 second. How do I... Now here's the question. How do I exit this game? Because I just saw the save pop up, so I want to try opening it and closing it again. But I don't know how to actually, like, escape the game, so I'm just gonna shut it off and hope that it did actually save. Because if it didn't, I'm gonna be speedrunning to get back to where I was. And if it disconnects again, then I'll just use my keyboard and mouse for the foreseeable future. End bad. Okay, so I want to get all the endings, obviously. Because I'm a fucking menace. Spike Chunsoft Despair. Almost any time you see Tony eating in a scene that wasn't supposed to happen, they just couldn't get him to stop eating. Who's Tony? Oh, sorry, I missed the sentence before that. Did you know that RDJ was always eating while on set filming the Iron Man movies? You know what? I'm not surprised. Okay, where did we last leave off? Okay, it did do me good. Kano checked his watch again. 20 minutes had now passed since the time designated for the ransom handoff. The kidnapper had yet to appear. Crap. You think we might have spooked him? He wondered out loud. Hey, stay calm. Sasayama scanned the passing throng. He's just playing with us. Why did this guy even pick this place? Yeah, literally Persona 4 core menu. I thought the same fucking thing. You know I thought the same thing. I was like, now why is this giving, like, Persona? I mean, I'm pretty sure, I think Spike Chunsoft and Atlas have kissed before. So, I'm not surprised. No, actually, or was that Atlas and Spike? No, maybe that was Atlas and Square Enix. Fuck, man, I don't know. One of those two companies kissed each other. And did a collab. Why'd this no, I read that already. Ever since he heard the kidnapper's demands, Sasayama shrugged. Figured he might want to blend in with the crowd, nab the money, and disappear before anyone knows he's there, would be my guess. In that case, why not pick Shinjuku or Ginza? The big crowd didn't just benefit the kidnapper, after all. It allowed the police to use the sea of people to conceal their own operation. I mean, like, it's a lot of people, but, like, I feel like I've seen more. It's prob a poly relationship with all three. You know what? You are, like, so right. I mean, tell me not. They do have some similarities. In the fact that, they won't let me be gay. And I like those games. Sorry, I'll be out here make my own self laugh. Listen, the only time I could even be like the thought of being gay is like the offhanded gay shit they say in like fucking Danganronpa games, or like the fucking whole Ryuki and Date situation. Or, mind you, if we get a Somnium Files 3 and they don't kiss on the lips, bro, what the fuck is the point? I'm like, homophobia wins. Because, like, why'd you hint that there could be something there and then there not be something there? You know what I'm saying? Right now, there were 50 detectives stationed within a 50-meter radius of where Hitomi stood. The kidnapper would be taking a major risk if his plan was to nab the ransom money and run. That's what bothered Kano. I bet it's a bomb. It's either a bomb is gonna go off, or second option. I don't think like a shooting or anything like crazy like that. I say like a bombing isn't crazy, anyways. You know what I mean? Or they're trying to lure all of them here so that way like they can like do something else somewhere else, either getting away or like moving the victim or whatever. Any criminal with half a brain would know better than to do a handoff in front of Hachiko. You're overthinking things, pal. Dude, wait until I unfortunately prove them right. Like, I wish it would go as easy as you think it does or will, but we all know it's not. Sasayama grumbled. No, I'm not. Kano reached into his pocket and pulled out his notepad. Damn, bro, crinkle. This was Kano's dick diary, which he always kept close at hand. Listen, now I know I'm assuming this is like, you know, where you write all your thoughts where you're being a dick, but like it definitely doesn't sound like that. Like, why would they name it that? I can't even tell if it's like a weird translation thing or if it like or what. I don't know. But surely either way the localization team could have like phrased it a little different. They had a physical relationship. Always keep it close at hand, period. Uh-huh. Oh no, 100% this is intentional. You know, speaking of dicks, should we do our advents real quick? And like, I hate the fact that like that is a segue because of the Yaoi Christmas advent. let's do our hot sauce first. Today we have. Sorry, I didn't do the intro. Today on our 25 days of holiday heat here on 92.4, we have the sweet habanero hot sauce, not to be confused. Oh my goodness! Hello, Matt! Hello, welcome in, everybody. I'm not doing the second part of Advent just yet. Hello, welcome in, everybody. I need to start keeping a dick diary so we can keep scores of Yaoi calendar videos. You're right. Hello, thank you so much for the raid, man. Let me give you a shout out. Guys, Matt's my friend. You should follow him. Festive _ tree. There you go. Follow my boy. Welcome in, though. Oh, balls, I got an ad. Oh, thank God. Guys, what if I had been playing it right now? that would be a terrible time. That's like my actual fear. You're in a shock when you see the screen. But my hot sauce for today is sweet habanero hot sauce, which we had mango hot sauce. And if you're wondering, they do taste slightly different. I feel like the mango one has like a different flavoring. Definitely giving fruit. Whereas this one, let me have a little taste. Like it's definitely got a little sweeter taste to it. Let me have a little dash of the mango. Get out of my way, ordinance. I need to send you guys my, like, basically at this point it's my freaking hot sauce shelf. It's so funny because I just have like all lined up on my shelf and I'm just like plucking them off like it's a fucking cocktail bar. Yeah, I don't know what to describe it, but the mango just has like a different tang than the sweet habanero. Also, I'm sorry if you hated the like sucking noise. I over exaggerated it to like, you know, make it less disgusting sounding. Because, you know, like if it's like over exaggerated, it's funny at that point, right? Let me tuck you back in there. All right. Anyways, back to the dick diary. Listen, we'll do second half of Advent in a little bit. This is my dick diary. We're about to learn what the fuck that means. But I always keep that thing on me, for real. Sasayama rolled his eyes. That thing again. Kano ignores him, flipping through the notepad pages, and it's just giant pictures of dicks. Here it is. Dick dictum number 89. The more irrelevant something seems, the more relevant it's bound to be. It was a favorite saying of Kyuzo Tateno, an assistant inspector from the Shibuya precinct. Tateno was the kind of detective Kano aspired to be. For the current operation, he'd been placed in charge of Hitomi's personal safety. He was in a position he was in position to defend her as soon as the ransom had been handed off. Of course, Hitomi hadn't been informed of how much protection she was under. There was a risk that if she acted too secure, it might alert the kidnapper. I think Tateno has the right idea. Oh yeah, he's in his little homeless outfit. We're undercover, by the way. For those just walking in, hello, I'm Luna. We're playing a new game called 428 Shibuya Scramble. And right now, we're playing as this detective named Kano, and we're currently in a kidnapping situation. Somebody's been kidnapped, and we're staking out as the sister, the twin sister of the victim, is handing or trying to hand over the ransom money. So we're all staked out waiting for the guy to show up. And this is me. I'm the guy in the suit. Again, Kano, and then my partner, Sasayama. He's dressed as a homeless man. He's got his homeless wig on. Sasayama snorted quietly. Maybe. I mean, he's a great detective, don't get me wrong. But do you know how many irrelevant things there are to consider? Again, Kano ignored him. It didn't matter if nobody else understood. Kano had faith in Tateno as both a detective and as an individual. He had first witnessed Tateno's brilliance during a standoff at a financial company 3 years earlier. Do we get a flashback? A man had shut himself in an office, splashing gasoline everywhere and threatening to set the place ablaze. While the others hesitated, Tateno unflinchingly doused himself with gasoline and strode into the building, where he managed to talk the man down and secure the scene. It's me! I was just a beat cop! The others had been awestruck by Tateno's actions, and Kano, who at the time had been content to be a run-of-the-mill policeman, had found it truly quite inspiring. Bro's kind of a little guy in that picture, I can't lie. Still, you know. Sasayama murmured under his breath. As great a detective as Tateno is, it's not like anyone else in the world has ever heard of him. I suppose not, Kano said. So. Dude, why do these bitches always have bananas? Was this just like, ah, fuck, give him a banana, I guess. That's like easy, something easy to eat. Only time anyone ever hears a cop's name is if he's caught up in some scandal or killed in the line of duty. He's kind of right. He is kind of right. I mean, look at what happened to Cole Phelps, bro. I feel bad. You know, sorry, I'm just thinking about Cole Phelps now. I'm like, bro really went to war, and since then, downhill. Ow! Ah, I hit my desk. That hurt. I mean, it doesn't really seem fair, does it? Kano just shrugged. It felt oh my god. It was a strange definition of unfair, really. I mean, you've got celebrity chefs and celebrity hairdressers and stuff. So how come no celebrity gumshoes, you know? Gumshoe! Oh my god, that's my favorite detective! You gotta eat a banana when reading the Dick Diary. Oh my god. Look, please. Can you just focus on what we're doing here? Kano rubbed his eyes and then turned his attention back to Hitomi. What's the matter? Didn't sleep? Not enough, I guess. Did you eat? Didn't have time. Between bringing in supplies for the base of operations, readying the team's vehicles... A base of operations is usually set up in a large room at the precinct, such as an auditorium. MPD and precinct investigators assemble there, and communications equipment, investigation resources, and such are brought in. Because of the scale and the scope of these activities, newspaper reporters can be liable to notice, and so in cases such as kidnapping where a victim's personal safety is at stake, the flow of information is tightly controlled. Photocopying hundreds of documents and various other tasks. Kano had barely slept the previous night and hadn't gotten a meal in either. Pookie, you gotta take care of yourself. Sasayama, take this man out to eat right now. What have you been doing? Sasayama puffed out his chest. Oh, okay. What have you been doing? Sasayama puffed out his chest. Saving up my energy for today. So you were sleeping. Kano gave a wry chuckle at his partner's lack of shame. There he is! Kusei's voice chirped suddenly through Kano's earpiece. A man in his 20s wearing a sleeveless red jacket. He's carrying a garbage bag. Oh, wait, it's me! The other me! Also in this game, if you don't know, you apparently get to play multiple pro tags. And you also have to make choices, and I'm pretty sure you can get people killed in this game. So I'm gonna play how I want to play the first go round and see what ending I get, and then we'll go from there. Dare I say Yakuza 0? Me. Listen, I was yapping all about Yakuza 0 earlier. Listen, it's true though. Love a multi-POV for real. A young man had emerged from the crowd about 15 feet from where Hitomi was standing. He strode toward her, a sinister look on his face. No! The music. Yeah, it's pretty good. That little that little track that played when Sasayama was teasing me, that music was fire, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, I just choked. And I'm like trying to casually recover from that. He didn't match Hitomi's description, but Kano felt a jolt of nerves all the same. Sasayama, hold my hand. Maybe the kidnapper had hired some young street punk to snatch the ransom payment. That our guy? What do you think, Kano? Sasayama whispered. Yeah. I think he's gotta be. This was it. Listen, he definitely looks better without the glasses, so I'm glad that's just for this disguise. Kano swallowed the lump in his throat. He bent his knees, ready to act fast. Blood rushed to his leg muscles, banishing the stiffness that had begun to take hold. Could this be the culprit? Don't make me pick. Or perhaps... The young man tried to snatch the briefcase from Hitomi, but she clung to it with desperate strength. It was him! The detectives rushed in. Whoa, hey, what the hell? The young man cried out frantically and tried to dart away, but the officers closed in, forcing him bodily to the ground. Could 100% hear this at Ace Attorney, bro, real. Target secured. Oh, geez, I think we got another suspect on the scene. Eek! He's taking the ransom! Hey, yow! Chase after him! Kusei's hysterics. Wait a minute. Is this? Wait, I just had a thought. Or not a thought. Like, that sounds like a revelation. I had a revelation. I was like, I swear, I feel like I have maybe seen this before. This, like, cart. But is this not where, what's his name? The politician gives his, like, speeches? Is that not this? This little, like, old train car? Yeah, Persona 5. Okay, that's why I was like, I feel like I've seen this thing before. Like when they showed all three, like the two statues and then the frog car. I was like, I don't know why this looks familiar, but I don't know, I can't remember. But like seeing it from this angle, I'm like, wait a minute, don't this bitch give a speech near something like this? Yeah, I forgot completely that that area was Shibuya. I don't know, in my head I'm like stupid, so I don't know, I forget. Like I'm like, I know it's Shibuya, but like I forget that it's Shibuya because it's like so in the back of my mind. And then I'm like, wait a minute, that area is Shibuya. If it's not the same, it's very similar, yeah. Sure enough, a foreign-looking man was sprinting away, attaché case in hand. The mob of detectives scrambled to pursue. Before Kano could react, more of them had run off, leaving him to look after the original suspect. What should I do with this guy, sir? Might have some connection to the kidnapper. Should I bring him in? Huh? Oh, sure, that'd be swell. I'm on it. With the help of one of the remaining detectives, Kano brought the suspect back to the Shibuya precinct. Listen. Look, how many times... I don't know if this is me or him. Look, how many times we have to go through this? Cut the crap. Listen, he's already got the long hair, so he's got one bonus point towards him already. But, you know, we'll see what the personality is like. I can't guarantee I'll like. Okay. In the interrogation room, the young man who gave his name as... I still don't know how to properly pronounce his, the first part of his name. I don't know if it's like Achi? Endo? Steadfastly insisted on his innocence. Okay, so why did you try to take that briefcase then? I think it's Achi. Fair enough. Why did you try to steal that case? Kano watched Achi's face intently. Like I said, it looked heavy, so I was just trying to help her out. It wasn't inconceivable that a young guy would want to help a pretty girl, but Hitomi had just been standing there, hardly in desperate need of assistance. She hadn't set the case down, so I figured there had to be something important inside. An entry from Kano's dick diary shot through his mind. Yeah, I bet it did. Dick dictum number 25. When the tongue slips, grab it and yank out the truth. Classic advice for questioning. Something important, you say? Such as? How the heck would I know? Achi spat. He huffed and slumped back in his chair. This standard textbook back and forth had been going on for nearly an hour. Kano didn't mind. Chasing down criminals was all well and good, but questioning suspects was another key part of the job. Plenty of off-the-scene work went into cracking a case. Once again, he had Achi explain what he'd been doing, starting from the beginning. I guess it's more kind of like a camo pattern. His pants. I mean, he seems to be worried about the environment, so that's nice. You know, maybe we stand. I don't know. It depends. I need to know more. I need to know more right now. Like, the outfit is whack. Overall, outfit is whack, but you know, I've had worse judgments before. And I'm definitely talking about Majima. Look at his fucking outfit, bro. I remember when the reveal at the end of Yakuza 0, where you get to see Majima in his new outfit and his short hair. I think that nearly killed me, and not in a good way. I was so flabbergasted. I was like, I knew I knew as soon as I seen him at the start of the game that he had long hair. I was like, I know by the end of the game like that hair's gonna be gone, or in the next game it's gonna be gone. But like it's still, I still mourned when he rolled up and he had his fuck ass bowl cut. I was like, oh, you got rid of a killer ponytail for a bowl cut. Ah, what do they do to my with my favorite character? But then I got over it, so it was fine. Like, I do still mourn the loss of Ponytail Majima, and the fact that at no point during Zero did we get a moment where he took out his hair out of the ponytail. Like, just not even one scene. Like, we literally had that scene where he was sleeping at the apartment and he had the nightmare. You could have literally had it down then. I would have been like, this game is 11 million out of 10 in that one scene, and that would have been good enough for me. But no, we couldn't even get that. So anyways, sorry, rant over. When Kano finally emerged from the interrogation room for a short break, he learned that there had been some progress on the case at the scene of the crime. What the police hadn't been able to determine yet, however, was whether or not Maria was safe. Fighting back his anxiety, Kano consulted his dick diary. Dick dictum number 54. Haste makes waste. He felt his tension subside. Remembering the right maxim always helped. It was like casting a magic spell. Bro is actually reading the dick diary while interrogating a suspect, literally. But, like, to be fair, the suspect doesn't know what's in the notebook, so at least there's that. I bet there are mods to get his hair down in Zero. Yeah, like, there probably is mods, but it's, like, not canon, you know what I mean? It's like, we'll never know canonically what he would look like. Like, is he rocking a middle part? A side part? Slick back? You know what I mean? Like, is he gonna rock, like, how long is it? I feel like, when your hair's in a ponytail, obviously it looks shorter. So I'm like, how long was his hair actually? You know, these are all questions that keep me up at night. Like, it definitely had to be long, considering, like, the end of his pony was, like, the back of his, like lower back of his neck, from what I remember. Like, it was, like, it could brush his shoulder when he turned his head. So, like, I mean, like, it was probably long. Talking about it makes it worse. We never got it canonically. Like, listen, I've seen it, not looked for, mind you, I didn't look for this. It just shows up on my fucking TikTok For You page. But, like, I've seen videos that what people do with the Kiru Majima models, okay? I've seen things, but that doesn't mean that it's canon. Like, just because I've seen their models kiss does not mean they've kissed in canon. So it doesn't affect me as much, because I'm like, this isn't real. This is fake. Throws down. Middle back. That'd be nice. I feel like it'd probably be like shoulder length, if not a little below shoulder length. But I mean, clearly, as long as we don't get bald Majima, he can have any length of hair. What his hair is at now, like, you know, where we see him like Kwame 2, like, that's the shortest it could go. If any shorter, and I'm not gonna lie, I'd be crying. But the internet would never lie. You're right. Every picture you see of Majima and Kiru kissing is actually real in canon. Sorry, I feel like whenever I play visual novels, I get on way more side tangents. I feel like I yap too much. Sorry, I need to read. Kano returned to confront Achi once more. Dang, this is what I get for taking too long. Alright, you win. I guess we just have to use my keyboard, because they hate me. I don't know why it keeps doing that, though. That's so annoying. Ugh. You piss me off. There you go. Okay. Actually, I'm brushing against the knob on my mic, so let me know if I sound quieter or louder all of a sudden. Alright. We're confronting. And not comforting, as I almost read that before. Kano returned to confront Achi once more. You were there to act as a distraction, to mess up the investigation. See, that's what I assumed as soon as I saw him. I was like, he probably got paid to be there. Like, he's some random fucking kid off the streets. And now he's gonna be like, I've got to figure out what's going on or else they're gonna arrest me instead. Weren't you? Huh? Achi looked a bit dumbfounded. What do you want about? Dictum number 55. The truth hungers to be free. You hungry? Got some katsudon if you'd like. Japanese dish consisting of a bowl of white rice topped with breaded pork cutlet and egg. Like, like a sunny side up egg, because, like, to be honest with you guys, you already know I'm a very picky eater. The only way I, like, can eat eggs is either scrambled or, like, I don't even know, it's like the fucking folded or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, if you went to, like a fucking Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts and you were like, yo, can I get a bacon, egg, and cheese? Those kind of eggs. It's usually like a raw egg. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. Or scrambled. Scramby egg. There are several variations, such as sauce katsudon, where the egg is replaced by Worcestershire sauce. Love using it, hate pronouncing the word. At this point, I just make it a meme where I just, you know, say it as wrong as possible. Just Worcestershire sauce. No, see, look, I do love an omelet, though. That's different. Like, I just can't do an egg where the yolk and the whites are two separate things. Do you know what I mean? Like, they gotta be combined, bro. I can't do one or the other. Or them kind of separately. Sorry, I had to adjust to my seat to live with the fact that, like, I'd have to actually sit up and do my thing. I need, like... Bro, I don't know. I need, like, back support. Because, like, if I'm trying to, like, sit up and, like, use my computer, it leaves, like, me no back support. And, bro, my back hurts. No, I don't like hard-boiled eggs either. Definitely not. Would you like me to teach you how to say the word? Sure. No, but yeah, I don't like hard-boiled eggs. We, like, I feel like my whole family likes deviled eggs, but not I. Miso katsudon, where the pork is stewed in miso. Not typically the sort of thing a policeman offers a suspect during an interrogation. This could be seen as baiting with food and is to be avoided. Achi nodded silently. Damn, he had it though? Listen, it kind of looks good though. If it was scrambled, I'd try it. Achi devoured the bowl of katsudon with gusto. He looked like he hadn't eaten in a while. Alright then, spill it. What's this guy after? Achi just shrugged. I don't know. He murmured, a thick slice of egg-laden pork between his teeth. How many accomplices do you have? Kano asked. But Achi just shook his head as he inhaled his food. Resignedly, Kano flipped through his notebook once more. I need another dick dictum. Worcestershire? Hell yeah, I will fuck up some deviled eggs. Listen, I'll make you the deviled eggs and you can have the whole plate by yourself. Yum yum, hungry for this. Listen, all I could think of is like when I watched Yuri on Ice and all they would do is eat katsudon, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, number 115. Use the lights to your advantage. As the minutes ticked past, he found himself referring to his book again and again, trying a dozen different methods to tease out whatever his suspect might be hiding. Out here teasing his suspect. Close. We'll work on it. We'll workshop it. As the minutes ticked past, he found himself referring to his book again and again, trying a dozen different methods to tease out whatever— oh, sorry, I read that shit already. My fault, y'all. The experience began to feel strangely surreal, their two voices echoing hollowly in the interrogation room. Alright, bring out the lights. Hold on, let me take a drink. Thank you. Wait, let me listen to it. I'll mute so they don't hear you. Wait, no, never mind. You did a voice reveal. I'm good. Wait, can I play this on stream? I was like, oh man, I don't want to reveal your voice, and I was like, we literally did a Warrior Cats like fucking clan gen stream, which I'm assuming since you don't have work now, Debbie Ryan gif. Clan gen stream soon? Question mark? Rude much? I can say it too. Listen, you can also send a voice memo if you want. And I'll also play it. Prove it. Here, let's even see if it gets picked up.
This is for Luna. Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Was that closer? Listen, didn't it sound like Sierra was right in the room with me and not in England? We're so close. Listen, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Alright, I'm just gonna have to listen to this clip over and over, and then I'm like going crazy. I'm gonna put it on like a— listen, y'all remember in Firewatch when what's his name, Henry? He got the tape and he's like listening to it over and over again. He keeps clicking. He keeps clicking the replay. That's gonna be me, but it's this voice memo. I'm actually behind you, Pookie. Don't turn around. Stop, because my closet's behind me. Eventually, Kano looked at the clock and realized that the questioning had been going on for nearly 5 hours. He still hadn't made any headway. All this guy does is just go, nuh-uh. And then Kano's like, fuck you mean, nuh-uh. Dude, I remember that I stole the last brownie for myself today. Because my sister made brownies the other day. From a box, not like from scratch. But they were still quite good. They were probably like one of the better brownies that I've had. Like they were like chocolatey and not dry as fuck. I think it was like some double chocolate or something. So I think it had like chocolate chips and then like, you know, it's a fucking brownie, so. Brownies are mid, okay. What do you think is better than brownies? I like brownies. I don't know why. I think it's a mixture of like, you know, chocolate, and then also I like the texture. Fight me, brownie lovers. Listen, we could fight or we could no, I'm kidding. I say as I'm amazed. I'll take a normal cake. I mean, like, I don't know. I like both, to be honest. Like, I'll eat either. Why do I gotta choose? Am I right? Why not both? I mean, I am behind you. Aha! In the closet. Get out. But I'm not a fan of chocolate. I mean, like, I mean, you know, I'm not like a huge sweets person regardless. So, like, to be honest with you guys, like, I like brownies, but like, the most I've eaten is like fucking cosmic brownies. I know people hate the cosmic brownies, but for me, I just love the texture. And you know, I'm mentally ill, so. I need me something fruitier. Yeah, you like them gummies or whatever. I love Sour Patch. Those the watermelons. Sour Patch watermelons, and then I love Sour Punch, which is like the straws. Pecan. Do you guys say pecan or pecan? I can't tell you either way because I switch between them. I say pecan and pecan. I've heard myself say both. Pecan. Pecan, like tin can. Okay. I wish like somebody could just like make an official pronunciation. Like we all just have to change. Like we all just have to live with it. Actually, they make it a third pronunciation, so they don't have to choose between the first two, and it's actually gonna be like. It's gonna be like. Well, how could you say the second part a third way? It's like Paycon. Papon. Paycone. Pecan. No, pecan. I'm sorry. Should we do the second part of the Advent? I had paused it to make any people who aren't normally here decide to leave because we're gonna get frisky with our Yaoi Christmas Advent calendar. If you do not know, we have a holiday song made Yaoi-fied, I guess you could say, and we do a random number generator to decide which one we're gonna listen to each day, because there's 26, so you know there's one for each day. And an extra one. Because Matt rated right as I was doing the Advent. I already did the hot sauce. We got the sweet habanero hot sauce today, if you missed that. And I did not want to just do Yaoi Christmas right off the bat for people who were coming in. But now, like, yeah, you kind of know that we're kind of freaky. No! I want random.org, please. Okay, guys. We're like officially halfway to Christmas. So let's see what we get today. I think we've gotten this number before. Let me see. Let me see. It's number 9. Shut up. It's number 9, which I think we have done before. Yeah, because we did. That's Jiggly Balls, which I believe we have already done. Yeah, it is. That's why I said I should just make a wheel, but I'm just so lazy. I don't feel like making it. You know? I can't help it. It's not too bad, though. Okay, okay, here's one. Number 15. Today is number 15. Because I can just see which ones I have watched and which ones I haven't. And that kind of tells me. And if I mess up somehow, well, oopsie daisy. I'll figure it out. Okay. Here, well, let's get this up. Let me mute so you don't hear it. Also, I'm gonna need to mute the game so you don't hear that either, because I don't think you want to hear like suspect music when you're trying to listen to your Yaoi Christmas. Relax. Okay. Okay. Here's the audio. And then the visual.
Big dong hanging from that guy. The Yuke's all excited. Cat boys happy as they cry. From pain to all delighted. Oh, 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 they cried. Let's do it one more time then. Big Don, let it be your guide. With whips and chains divided, may you beautifully ride his friend that he provided. They cried, thank goodness we were snowed in.
I appreciate that little
Humping
flute
in my
picture.
bum as he gives me a French kiss, humping louder than a drum. Covered in sweat, this is bliss.
Yeah, the gifts. We got up on the budget.
This was my favorite Christmas. We cried. This was my favorite Christmas.
Wow. Not the fucking Italia again. What is this random odd group? Like, why is America, England, Japan, Italy, Germany, France, and then Russia? Like, why is it a mix of the Axis and the Allies? What the fuck? Okay, let me go back to the game. That was your Yaoi Christmas for today. That was a big dong. I hope you enjoyed. I can't wait for tomorrow. I think the flute picture was from Fushigi Yugi, which is one of the most fruity non-hentai manga I've read in a while. That's crazy. At Christmas, we all fam. Okay. What was he supposed to do next? Damn, man, I don't even know. Am I tapped in the game? I don't think so. There we go. Tatena would know, but he sure didn't. Still, he was determined to do whatever he could to keep the victim and her family safe. Gritting his teeth in frustration, he perused the dick diary like it was scripture. I mean, it basically is to you. This guy, Achi is like, bro. He's like, who's this like new guy they sent in? What the fuck? Like, you can look at his face. He's not impressed at all. Number 116. The monotonous questioning was clearly tiring Achi out. His eyelids drooped like they were beginning to get heavy. Number 117. Get them while they're tired. Kano's eyes gleamed. You're part of some criminal gang, huh? He's like, Mimi Ippy. Achi's head slumped forward heavily. Nodding off was basically the same as nodding yes, right? Mr. Kuze, I did it! The young guy we grabbed at the handoff site, he finally confessed to the crime. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way this is real. Put down the phone. What? What are you talking about? Kuze laughed in disbelief. We're just about to apprehend the mastermind here. Huh? Kano clutched his cell phone, dumbstruck. Listen, why don't you, look, just wait there at HQ, okay? No, it can't be. I... Awkward. After the kidnapping case wrapped up, Kano tendered his resignation. Guess I'm not cut out to be a detective after all, he thought to himself. He dropped the Dick diary on his desk as he left the Shibuya precinct for the last time. Damn. Damn. So long, Shibuya. Kano wound up at a bad end. However, this does not mean that the choice you made for Kano was the wrong one. One of the other protagonists, Achiendo, has an impact on Kano's fate here. You can avoid a bad end by making proper decisions in another character's story. For a detailed hint, check the tip by underlining the bad end title. Press tabs in space. Hint. Kano has every reason to suspect Achiendo, but arresting him turned out to be a mistake. If Achi hadn't approached Hitomi, this wouldn't have happened. Try playing Achi's story up to 10:30 and make a choice that keeps him from going up to her. If you do that, Kano won't even have a chance to arrest him, and things should play out differently. Bro, if it's not timeline shenanigans, it's not a Spike Chunsoft game. Okay. I swear this game is so wild and how complex it is. Oh god. You can now select Achiendo, one of the other protagonists. Let's follow Achi's story for a little while. Yes, dear. Hey, Pokes. Welcome to the gang. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're fucking right. I'm so sorry. Completely forgot to turn that shit off. I feel like I probably missed out on some good music for that ending. I was a little sad, but it's okay. We got some titty action, I know. I was like, damn, we starting off naked already? Golly. Bro got that sleeper build too, I guess. Thank you for the shout on the audio though, because I was wondering, I was like, damn, why is it like more quiet than normal? Achiendo called out at the door to his father's room. Okay, I'm heading out. Sure. His father sounded unconcerned. He didn't even open the door. So you don't want me to stay here in the shop? It's not like we're gonna get any customers. Achi grimaced. Yeah, but guess not. The drawer by the front door held a stack of heavy-duty trash bags. Achi pulled a few of them out. Guess it's gonna be that kind of day. He stuffed the trash bags into his pocket, then slipped on his favorite pair of sneakers. With his ugly pants and his ugly fucking puffer vest. The entryway to Achi's home also led into the family shop. Various pizzas? Various pieces of electronics were piled up like so much junk in the tiny retail space. The slightest bump brought the risk of an avalanche. Avalanche? Like Final Fantasy VII? I'm sorry. Achi wove his way through the gaps in the appliances like a splunker exploring a cave. From Shibuya Station, if you make your way past the 109 building, dude, I remember, that's where we shopped. Then up through Dogenzaka? You'll come across an old shopping district. Nestled in the outskirts is Endo Electronics, in the same place it's been for decades. Within its dimly lit interior, you'll find rows of wares all caked in dust. At a glance, you might as well assume the place was closed. A mom-and-pop place like Endo's couldn't compete with the big consumer chains booming throughout Shibuya. So far, the store had remained in business thanks to the locals who appreciated that they made house calls to do repairs. But things weren't looking good for the future. Achi, the eldest son and nominal successor to the business, had no interest whatsoever in working there. Achi stepped out of the sorry. I'm distracted because I want to put on chapstick. 1 second. Bro, I literally have like 3 chapsticks just on my fucking desk. My mom gave me one today too, and I'm like, alright. Hey, the best is Slay. I mean, it's not terrible. But like, all of it combined, like, it's definitely something. Achi stepped out of the shop and into the sunny morning air. Doesn't look that sunny. The good weather lifted his spirits. Alrighty, time to do this. Okay, now it looks a little sunnier. Unfurled one of the big garbage bags, which caught the wind and fluttered like a cape. Then he slowly made his way toward Shibuya Station, scanning his surroundings all the while. Sheesh, this place is filthy. He paused to pick up a plastic bottle that had been tossed on the ground. With a heavy sigh, he slipped the crushed receptacle into his trash bag. When he's environmentally friendly, oh my gosh. Kind of reminds me of somebody. He'd been picking up trash around town like this for about 6 months now. It had gotten so that the sort of... that... blah 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 blah. It had gone so that the sort of garbage most people would hardly notice stood out to him like a sore thumb. Most days he'd fill his trash bag to the top by the time he made it from his house to Dogenzaka to the train station. Today he was halfway to the station when a woman's anxious voice caught his attention. Huh? Huh? What? I'm sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Oh. Excuse me, ma'am. Are these guys bothering you? Listen, I've played Yakuza. I can see. Look at. They got the same tacky outfits. What year does this take place in? Probably like early 2000s or something. Because we had our little flip phone. He looked up and saw a timid-looking woman being confronted by 2 men. One with brown hair, one with black. From the look of them, he guessed that the men were scouts from some hostess club. Yeah. He ran into this sort of thing pretty frequently on his trash cleaning walks around town. Another kind of trash to take care of. Sorry, ma'am. Are these guys bothering you? Achi quickly interposed himself between the girl and the two recruiters. Hey, can't you see that you're bothering her? Huh? Who the hell are you? The two men glared. Take a hike, pal. Achi stood his ground. Look, she ain't interested. You're just gonna have to find some other mark. The hustler's annoyance turned to open rage. Well. Listen to you. Got a bit of a mouth, huh, buddy? The brown-haired thug smacked his lips around his chewing gum like a dog worrying a bone. How about we take this someplace more quiet, hey? No. What this means can depend on the person speaking. To a young woman, let's go to someplace more quiet might suggest a cafe or a park, but to a street punk, it might mean an alley where passerby are unlikely to interrupt. The girls stood by uneasily watching the goings-on. I would have just left already, to be honest. Hey, take it easy. I'm not looking for trouble. Is that supposed to be an apology? On your knees and beg, pal. Please tell me we can go, like, Kiru Beast mode, because... Like, I could not imagine this happening every fucking time you fucking walk down the street. It's like you're either... If you're a woman, you're getting harassed, and if you're a guy, you're getting fought. Like... You know, like, at that point, I would carry a gun. Let's just say. Like, leave me alone, bro. Like, I can't walk on the street without being harassed. Huh? Ooh. Achi looked down at the glistening wad of gum on the sidewalk. His last shred of goodwill vanished. You better pick that up. Right now. What? Didn't you hear me? Because I told you to get down on your knees and bah! Achi's hand shot out, grabbing the man by the jaw. Whoa, easy, pal! The other man's bravado drained from his face. Achi tightened his grip on the brown-haired hustler's jaw. Okay, so, like, he serves cunt. Okay, my fault. Like, sorry, Achi, I didn't know that you was like that. I didn't know you was chill like that. My fault. Sweat dripped from the man's reddening brow. The man struggled, but Achi just tightened his grip. Gum's a real pain in the ass to clean up after it's gotten stuck to the street, you know. Ever stop to consider that? Wait, are you... The other hustler's panicked eyes fixed on Achi's chest. Oh crap. He gives me Majiro vibes. I was thinking the exact same thing. And I'm glad it wasn't just me. Like, I literally was gonna say this a while ago. But I was like, I need to shut the fuck up. I'm like, I talk about Yakuza so much. And I'm so sorry. But I can't help it. I literally can't help it. When I forgot what it was about. But when I was like, that reminds me of somebody. Oh yeah, when I was talking about being environmentally friendly. I was like, that reminds me of somebody because I was like, it reminds me of Majima. He is, apparently, later. But yeah, like, he's like, definitely giving me major Majima vibes, and I'm glad it wasn't just me. I'm like, you know what, I'm being crazy, I'm like delusional, whatever. I'm like, you know, me and my, how I feel about Majima. I was like, yeah, I'm just being a fucking delulu. But thank you. That shirt, man. The guy's voice was starting to break. That's mean clean. A guy with a mean clean shirt carrying around a trash bag. That means you're... His face went pale. Guh. Meme gleam. Meme gleam. Meme gleam. The other man echoed the words through his held shut jaw, tears welling up in his eyes. Get it right, pal. Achi clenched the man's jaw harder still. It's mean clean. Ow. We're sorry, man. Oops. Oh, damn, I accidentally learned something. Press up to go back and reread sections you've already played through. To scroll ahead through text you've already read. Press down when rewinding / advancing like this. A book will appear sometimes. Press space. Well, okay. This is being displayed to reread the current page. I didn't mean to do that. But good to know. We're sorry, man. Are you actually? You're Achi, right? Dude, we honestly had no idea. Come on, man, you gotta cut us some slack. Listen, pick up this fucking gum. Maybe we'll talk. The man scrambled to snatch the wad of gum off the street, stuffing it into his pants pocket. Finally, Achi let go of his companion. The brown-haired hustler's face was twisted up with fear. Tears streamed down his cheeks. Gasping out hasty apologies, the two thugs scampered off. Hey, so... A shy smile came to the girl's face. Girl. Ryoko Kakinuma, a second-year student at Midoriyama Academy's law school. So you're like trained to become like a lawyer and shit? That's like hot or something. I like lawyers. These hustlers managed to corner her while she was on her way to her part-time job at a cafe. It's a popular plot in trashy e-novels for the main character to fall in love with a hustler like these guys, but such things rarely happen in real life. Thank you for saving me. No, I apologize. My apologies. Huh? The girl stared in surprise. And you'll run into creeps like that now and then, but don't hold it against us. Shibuya's a good town. Yeah, okay. Achi gave her a quick wave, then turned and continued on his way down Dogenzaka. The edging kind of lawyers? Yeah, you know, maybe they're worth it. Achi was Shibuya born and raised. He was keenly aware of all the changes the ward had seen since he was a kid. Grocers' stalls in inconspicuous little side streets, tiny parks nestled between buildings. Aki knew it all like the back of his hand. Trash, human or otherwise, had no place in this town, not on his watch. Aki made his way down towards Shibuya Station. Throngs of people shuffled to and fro across the Scramble. The view shifted constantly from one moment to the next, almost as if the city itself were alive. And if the city was a living thing, then Shibuya Station was its heart. With streets like Bunkamura, Dori, and Center Guy, or Gay, I don't know, serving as the arteries, pumping as a bloodstream made of people. Today, as ever, the heart was pumping that blood to every nook and cranny of Shibuya, and there was Achi. Just another part of this great urban organism. Guess I'm one of the city's white blood cells. Oh wait, maybe I'm a red blood cell? Hold on. Is that right? Or did I have it right the first time? This is what my brain sounds like. I was like, I don't know what I'm talking about. White blood cells eliminate pathogens from the bloodstream. Red blood cells carry oxygen throughout the body. Achi was probably thinking of white blood cells. Just in case you were wondering. Emerging from his reverie, he noticed a rather conspicuous young woman standing by the statue of Hochiko outside Shibuya Station. Don't look at her. Ooh, she's totally my type. To be up someone's alley, to be someone's cup of tea. Wonder if she's a model or small-time actress or something. Looks like she's waiting for someone. Probably another guy. Dang. Good looking as she was, there was no way she wasn't already taken. What kind of guy scored a girl like that? Probably the rich-ass CEO of an IT company or something. Crouching down to tie off the trash bag, he continued gazing wistfully at the girl. Then he noticed something peculiar. She was carrying an attaché case. You know what's crazy? It's like, I like that they call it an attaché case. Like, cause yeah, that is what it is. But I feel like any normal person wouldn't, I mean, at least I wouldn't. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, that's an attaché case. I'd be like, that's a briefcase. But maybe it's different. Maybe they probably don't call things briefcases. They probably just call it an attaché case, so it's easier. But yeah, like, maybe, yeah, I guess maybe it's an American thing, but like, I would never be like, attaché case. I'm like, briefcase. little business briefcase. The kind a businessman might use. I love that the narrator had to specifically point out how dumb she sounded. Listen, we're one and the same, me and him, for real. Yeah, I would call it a briefcase. They're different, I think. Yeah, but like, you know, I wouldn't be able to call out specifically that it was an attaché case, so I would just default to calling it a briefcase. I'm like, I don't know, man, kind of looks like a briefcase, so I'm gonna call it a briefcase, rather than be like, yeah, does that look like a briefcase or an attaché case? It's like, it's all brief. It's like, what I imagine, like, the briefcase is the umbrella term, and then under that, there's, like, attaché case. Box bag. I got my box bag. It was a large case, and apparently so heavy that she was struggling to hold it despite using both hands. Now, what kind of a person makes a young lady lug around something heavy like that? Listen, I love that the police were just depending on everybody being a bad person and just, like, letting this girl struggle holding this thing. But also, like, all this could have been fine if he didn't just, like, grab it. If he was like, oh, do you need help? Are you good? Are you good? Okay, bye, see you. You've reached a decision point. Let's have Achi not approach Hitomi. Use the arrow keys and select an option. But first, I gotta dump this trash. He looked around to see if there was a garbage bin nearby. But first, I gotta dump this trash. He looked around to see if there was a garbage bin nearby. Now, Achi won't approach Hitomi, which means he will avoid being arrested by Kano at the same time. Kano's fate will also change. And he will no longer wind up at a bad end. So let's switch back to Kano's story using the time chart. Press F2 to open it. Okay. Is it? Damn, bro. If I took a shot for every Spike, oh god, Spike Chunsoft game that I had to play that had a fucking flow chart, or I'd be taking. I mean, there's 2 Somnium File games and 2 Zero Escape games. And then this one. So do I take 5 shots or 3 shots? You decide. Apparently, attaché case is a kind of briefcase. Usually smaller than a normal briefcase. So it is like an... You know what's under the umbrellas? I was right. Take a shot every time Luna says attaché. Damn, y'all would be wasted. I'm already drunk. It worked. I did that for legit. Oh, okay. Thank you. So welcome. The flowchart in the game makes VLR look like a straight line. Does it? can't remember. If that's what you being drunk will get me. Okay, this is the time chart. It shows the protagonist's progression. Through the story, decision points are marked with upside down Y pointer. Kano's fate has changed based on Achi's actions. Guys, it's crazy. Like, if one person made a different choice, you could have done something differently. Isn't that crazy? Like, genuinely, though. Like, just because Achi didn't talk to a girl, Kano isn't gonna quit being a police officer / detective or whatever the fuck. Select Kano's 1030 block and press space. Okay. Okay. Let's go, team! Dude, I have like I didn't finish eating my dinner because I had a stream. Ah! And I really want to eat it, I'm not gonna lie. It's looking really good. I want to eat it. But I can't because I'm reading too much. So it'd just be very like lapses of silence. I mean, this game gets pretty complicated. Oh god. I hope I don't get too stuck. At least to me it did. It's my goal to make Warriors Yowl the top sound next year. You're gonna be working real hard, I'll tell you what. Woo, eat it, king. Talk with your mouth. Well, no. Is that the yowl from the old website? It is. Yeah. And if you notice, the little picture that pops up at the bottom right-hand corner has the little cats. I wanted to make the GIF, but I was too lazy to do it. And I was also doing it, like, right before I started streaming a few days ago. So I didn't have time. And I don't know if I can change it now that I've submitted. Or, like, posted it. But I at least grabbed a still. I suppose you could call it that. Kano gave a wry chuckle at his partner's lack of shame. There he is! Kuze's voice chirped suddenly through Kano's earpiece. I'm not gonna lie, he dead looks like he would tell me not to come to school tomorrow. If you know what I mean. The man in the black coat. The man in the black coat. He's not Japanese. Looks to be early 30s. Yeah, like, who's this cracker? Previously, Achi got mixed up with Kano and the police, but now another man has appeared instead by changing what Achi did. You've also changed Kano's story. He's such just because he's not Japanese. Yeah. And also he's wearing a black trench coat. Good thing he doesn't have a backpack on. That'd be really scary. Yeah, also look at the resting bitch face. He's fuming. No, for real, like he looks so mad. Like why are you looking at me like I did something? But I gotta admit I love his coat. Listen, I need to see how long it is. I need a further out shot. A foreign man had emerged from the crowd about 15 feet from where Hitomi was standing. He made his way towards her, his expression blank. But, like, he's not ugly, though. I wouldn't say that. He didn't match the description Hitomi had given them, but Kano felt a jolt of nerves all the same. Maybe the kidnapper was using an accomplice to snatch the ransom payout. Alright. Sasayama raised an eyebrow. This may be our guy. This was it. Kano swallowed the lump in his throat. Gulp. He bent his knees, ready for action. Blood rushed to his leg muscles, banishing the stiffness that had begun to take hold. Ooh! Don't whisper to me. He's freaking me out. Was this the culprit? Or perhaps The stranger took hold of the attaché case. It was him! En masse, the detectives began to close in. Let's go, Kano. On it! Sasayama and Kano leapt into action, but they never expected what happened next. With the case clutched in both arms, the man veered suddenly, running right towards them. We're getting bowled the fuck over. What is this? Keep out? Kano's story has suddenly hit keep out. Keep out refers to a point in the story where your progress is currently stopped. Okay, bitch, you had me scared. I thought I was gonna have to like hit something. I was like, am I gonna have to like hit a quick time event? I was like, this did not seem like that kind of game. Oh my goodness. Here. Considering we're at a keep out, I think we should do a quick BRB. Because I need to like stand and stretch for a moment. I shall give you some lo-fi beats. The Death Body will remain on, so you will be able to hear sounds if you send them. So enjoy your BRB. I'll be right back. I will do those hydrates and stretch.
I'll serve my sentence. I'm going to jail.
Hey, losers. No, I'm kidding. Welcome back to me and you, I guess. I really just, I just wanted to eat my pizza. I was just like, you know what? Let me just have a little pizza as a treat. Sorry, I just had to take a fucking 50-minute sip of my drink. Anyways, that pizza was good. It was just like, I think it was fucking DiGiorno. With the stuffed crust. The cheese in the crust, bruh. I could have eaten like 50 just the crusts with the cheese in it. So it wasn't delivery. No. It was DiGiorno. In order to advance beyond a keep out, you need to jump from what? Another protagonist story. At 10:30, Achi has the text. The text? Young man in a suit set as red keywords. Checking these red keywords will allow you to jump from Achi's story back to Kano's. Now head back to Achi's story and keep an eye out for that. Key phrase. Try following the story from Achi at 10:30. Approach the girl. But first, I gotta dump this trash. He looked around to see if there was a garbage bin nearby. Huh? A man had come up beside the girl. He was dressed in black and he wasn't Japanese. It looked like they were having a conversation. The girl nodded tensely at something the man said. Achi stared. Oh, dude. And then right behind me is fucking, is the fucking Kano and, what's his name? Sasayama? Something tells me that's not her boyfriend. The girl handed the attaché case over to the man. I like how I feel like didn't they say in the other one that like he took it, whereas this one he said she handed it over. He took hold of it with his right hand and began walking briskly away. Damn, bro, they done ran me over. Attaché, shut up. Whoa. A nearby homeless man suddenly leapt over Achi and broke into a run. Yuji Sasayama, a detective with the Shibuya precinct known as the cosplay detective, is crazy. What do you mean, bro? Is he Sumigi, the ultimate cosplayer? Due to the strange outfits he wears while on stakeouts, he's partnered with Shinya Kano for the kidnapping investigation. As if he'd been waiting for this very moment. Sprinting alongside him was a young man in a suit. This allows you to shift between characters at specific points. These can also allow you to clear a keep out in another character's story and let you read on. If you come across red text, press tab and then space. A window will appear allowing you to jump. Then press space, another character's story. After the keep out, give it a try. Okay. A young man in a suit. By performing a jump from this screen, you can advance another protagonist story past a keep out. Press space to confirm. Yes, please. Let's go, Kano. On it. Dude, you did it. Jump successful. In 428, you will often need to jump to get past another character's keep out jump. From cute, Bradward, blah blah blah, yeah, you know. From the main menu. Main menu, you can access the gameplay explanations. Press F2 to open time chart and F1 to open the main menu. Such odd key choices. Okay. Okay. Period. Okay, then we got settings. I wish my controller was not being a little bitch. Listen, I could try it again, but... I'm trying to think, like, what would be causing it. You know? Nope. I don't know. Oops, punched you. Sorry, you guys okay? It was lightly this time. Sorry. Yeah, I reckon. Controls. Okay. Hold for speed up. Okay. Oh, and there's a guide too. Okay. Okay. Alright, they leapt into action, but they never expected what happened next. With the case clutched in both arms, the man suddenly veered, running right toward them. What? Catching sight of the two detectives, the suspect staggered to a halt, then bolted off in a new direction. Kano whipped off his costume and glasses and followed in hot pursuit. At the crosswalk, the signal changed to red and the flow of foot traffic abruptly halted. Just as quickly, hundreds of cars all lurched back into motion. There was no escape for the culprit now, or so it appeared. The converging cops slowed their pace, confident their man was cornered. Then the foreigner barreled straight into the intersection, dodging between the oncoming cars without any hesitation. Bro's playing Frogger in real life. The mob of detectives came to a halt, not eager to rush to their deaths along with him. Kano, however, remained in hot pursuit, charging into the traffic at the crossing. Kano, you crazy! Get back! Kano heard Sasayama shouting, but his feet kept carrying him onward. With shouts and sirens echoing all around him, Kano closed in on the foreigner. Just a little closer, and he'd be in tackling range. Truly how I felt being Cole in LA Noire. He leaned forward, preparing to pounce, his eyes fixed on the culprit's feet. It was now or never. Kano, back off! Don't take him down. It was Kuze shouting through Kano's earpiece. Huh? Kano hesitated in surprise. Had he really just been ordered not to apprehend the criminal? Let him go for now. The real perp is somewhere else. Someplace else. Perp is police jargon for perpetrator. Hence, Kuze is referring to the fact that the that the principal offender in the case must be elsewhere. What had happened to the plan? He'd been told that all personnel were to secure the area ASAP. Didn't HQ want them to catch the perpetrator? Arrest team, stay on the foreigner's tail. Forensics team, get busy cross-referencing photos. Police team dedicated exclusively to the task of apprehending the criminal. While a kidnapping case is in progress, the roles of the officers involved are carefully designated so that every officer is ready to take immediate action as the situation develops. Typically, tried and true veteran MPD officers are put in charge of teams for breaking into buildings or apprehending the suspect. Period. Team deployed by the MPD to handle the actual tests and techniques on the on-scene investigation, such as collecting and comparing fingerprints and analyzing photos of suspects. Even if this foreigner was only an underling hired for this one task, the police had now tipped their hand that they'd been lying in wait. If they didn't lock things down now and get more info on the kidnapper, a girl's life might be at stake. Hano recalled another maxim from his dick diary. Dictum. Number 12. Always assume a worst case scenario. If Kuze had told him to let this guy go, that was implied he was counting on the team that was now in position. But if the crook had planned a way to break through the police dragnet and escape with the ransom, and he succeeded, what was the right call here? Let's vote. What should we do, gamers? What do we want to do? I am just using this as an excuse to eat my little chicken nuggets. They're not like actually chicken nuggets, they're more like just strips of chicken. I don't even know if I would call them chicken tenders, just because they're like skinny. Not like super skinny, but like they're skinnier than what like I picture chicken tenders to be in my head. Oh god, alright, I guess we're booking them. Letting the perp escape now is too big of a risk. I almost was gonna say just to let him go. I mean, that's probably what I would have done, just because I'm like, well, If they don't catch him, they can't blame me. And to be honest, I don't really care about this girl. Respectfully, because I don't know her. I'm just like, eh, man, it is what it is. But... he had to catch this guy ASAP. Hold on, I got like 2 bites left. Alright, let me get a drink and we good. I can actually focus. I have my food. I'm ready. There we go. Okay, I'm ready. Thanks for being real with us. You would make a horrible cop? Listen, I don't know what I would do in, like, real life. But... because, listen, I can see us also just getting, like, literally fired because we don't listen to orders or whatever. Like, in my head, they're probably gonna be like, you idiot, he was gonna lead us right to the mastermind. The man darted down a narrow alleyway. Sorry, I wanted a few more sippies in my drink. Kano ran faster. The man sprinted through the side streets. Evidently, he knew his way around Shibuya pretty well. Eep! Someone's taking Hitomi! Kano recognized Kuze's trademark squawk immediately. Subject is male. He appears to be carrying a gun. He's fleeing in the direction of Mejidori. What? Kano could hardly believe it. Hitomi had been kidnapped? Had she been abducted by whoever had taken Maria? Listen, see, what if this wouldn't have happened if we let this guy go and we could have went back? Maria, 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 Maria. Dude, I still have this video saved on my phone. Listen, you know, it's my stream. I'm gonna side tangent us again. But yeah, this TikTok that I saved on my phone from a long time ago, and it's this version of this song, and the person who posted it was like, "Why does the guy in this sound like Markiplier?" And it made me laugh. Let me see if I still have it. Oh wait, I do here. Let's see if you can hear it. And you know what? It does sound like Markiplier. But I also really love Markiplier singing. I was just gonna say Mark's singing, but like, I don't know why. It just sounded weird to just call him Mark. Even though, like, I've called him Mark before, but like, it's weird. I don't know why in that context. Markiplier. I don't know, it just feels like I need to call him Markiplier. I don't know. Someone must have been waiting for the moment when the police took their eyes off her. Something's very wrong here. What in the world is going on? Kano saw that the road forked up ahead. The man with the attaché case ran to the left. Slide to the left. If the man who'd taken Hitomi was heading toward Mejidori, there was a good chance he'd gone down one of the alleyways off to the right. Making a snap judgment, Kano told the detective behind him to follow the case snatcher, then turned and headed down the nearest alley. After darting through the side streets, he spotted a different man, another foreigner, crossing an intersection a few dozen meters ahead. The man was dressed in black, just like the guy who grabbed the ransom money. Kuze's right, the kidnapper wasn't acting alone. But wait, something was amiss. Hitomi wasn't with him. Where was she? Kano skidded around the corner, then stopped short. The man in black was standing there, pointing a gun right at him. Before Kano could react, the man fired. Chat, this is your fault! This is your fault, you did this. Kano felt hot all over, as if he were on fire. This is the end I wanted, ayo. All except for his cheek, pressed against the asphalt in the palms of his hands. They felt so cold. There was nothing he could do. Nothing, that is, except lie there and watch as his killer turned and walked away. Damn, bro. By trying to find the man who taken Hitomi, Kano ran into a different criminal, and unfortunately for him, he got shot. If the criminal hadn't been able to get near Hitomi, she probably wouldn't have been taken. Have Achi make the choice to talk to Hitomi instead at 10:35. I'm assuming this is what they meant. If not, do correct me. Now, what kind of person makes a young lady lug around something heavy like that? Achi figured he'd offer to carry it for her. He was like, hey, mamas, can I get your number? You looking fine. The girl kept shifting her grip. It was clearly a strain for her to keep holding the case, but she didn't set it down. Whatever was inside, it had to be something pretty important. Achi made his way over to her, bristling inwardly at whoever had left her waiting like this. If I were you, I'd bust the head of the punk that kept you waiting. Huh? That thing looks heavy. Let me carry it for you. The girl stared back at Achi with wide eyes, but said nothing. Really, I'm happy to help. I'm not going to steal it or anything. His tone was hurried, and he impulsively reached for the attaché case. Like, girl, what do you... Get off of me. An instant later, a group of men descended on him from all sides. Whoa, hey, what the hell? For an instant, Achi froze, unable to process just what happened. He tried to run, but the men shoved him unceremoniously to the ground and held him there. They were shouting something or other, but he couldn't make out their words. The more he tried to struggle, the harder they held him down. What the hell is this? You could tell us that down at the precinct. A man in a suit knelt alongside him, flashing a police badge. What? You're arresting me? What the heck did I even do? Instead of answering, they shoved Achi into the back seat of the patrol car. He gazed dejectedly out the window. He could see the girl. He could still see the girl. She didn't have the case anymore. Now she was talking to a man with a cane. Was he the person she'd been waiting for? Oops. I accidentally tabbed out. A moment later, a car turned the corner and the two of them slipped out of view. Achi slumped back in the seat, sulking and silent. Several hours passed. After a bunch of pointless questioning, the police finally determined he was innocent, and his father came to pick him up. For a long while, Achi just stared intently out the window of the car. Finally, his father caught his attention. The old man seemed to be in a surprisingly good mood, despite having to collect his son from the jailhouse. I mean, to be fair, we didn't actually do anything, so, you know, it's fine. Achi, there's something I want to talk to you about. If it's about me taking over the shop, now is not the time, okay? No, it's not that. Look, let's just get home first. Sure, don't feel like going out today anyway. But now I'm curious. What do you want to talk about? I got some good news. I think you'll be pleased. I'm not sure I like the sound of that. Don't tell me you're getting remarried or something. Dad, I really don't like the sound of that. And so began a very long conversation. Damn. Okay. Let's go back. And not, pursue the guy. Fuck, I forgot to stop. Wait, I forgot to change the future. Hold on, hold on. My fault. Hold on. My bad. Sorry, I can't help you. I gotta, dump this trash. My fault. Hurry up, bitch. You can go back to the timeline once you pick one. Maybe they met at the jump point from Achi to Kano. Don't choose jump. I was just thinking about doing that. Oh yeah, so that way like we can go with her. Then seemingly from everywhere, a whole bunch of other guys burst. Whatever, sorry, I didn't read that to that. First one, then another. A third, a fourth, a fifth. Over a dozen now. What the heck? Clearly something big was going down. Were they after the attaché case? Within moments, Achi lost sight of them all through the crowd. With that many people chasing him, the guy with the case was sure to get caught. But wait, what about the girl? Achi turned back around. The girl was still there. She was staring in the direction that the man who had taken the case had gone, a worried expression on her face. Achi couldn't shake the feeling that something was very wrong. Maybe she would talk to her and ask what was going on. Yes. Another crazy day in Shibuya. Hey, man. They had to be shooting a scene for a film or something. That's crazy. I'll leave. No, I'm kidding. Maybe he should talk to her and ask what was going on? But just as he was making up his mind, a middle-aged man in a ratty business suit shuffled awkwardly over to her first. Was there something wrong with one of his legs? He was using a cane to walk. Then one of his hands slipped into his jacket pocket. Achi could Achi could scarcely believe his eyes. A revolver? Colt Detective Special, a .38 caliber revolver introduced in 1927 by Colt's Manufacturing Company, a classic example of a snubbed nose revolver. As the name implied, the weapon is frequently carried by detectives, narcotics officers, and the like for self-defense. With a single fluid motion, the man. The man lifted up the gun and pointed it at the girl's direction. And then what? He was aiming right for her head. Okay. Sorry, once again, had to adjust in my seat. What is this noise I'm hearing? Huh? The girl had noticed the man with the cane now. Seeing the gun pointed right at her, she froze in fear. Oh. Achi didn't hesitate. Also, I should mention there are a lot of bad ends in this game, and quite a few of them are really funny. If you're trying for a 100% run, you might want to pick the wrong choice first to get the bad ends. That does make sense. I mean, we've already gotten a few so far. I guess I probably should have walked away first. That's okay, we'll go back. Aji didn't hesitate. I won't hesitate, bitch. Beat his ass. Breaking into a full run, he tackled the gunman with all his might. Caught off guard, I'm assuming. The man sprawled to the pavement. But the would-be assassin kept hold of his weapon and quickly scrambled back to his feet. Achi knew he had to act fast. He grabbed the ashen-faced girl by the arm and attempted to drag her away. This way, he shouted. She just stared at him, uncomprehending, trembling like a startled animal. Come on, run! Finally, the girl snapped out of her daze and gave a fearful nod. The police box, let's go. Let's just get out of here. I think we should just get out of here, right? The police box? Like, what are we, fucking Doctor Who? I mean, that seems like the wrong option, so I guess we'll do that first. The police box, let's go. Still pulling the girl by the hand, Achi headed for the police box outside the train station. But it was empty. There were always policemen staffing these things. Why did it have to be unmanned now? Achi flashed a worried glance behind him and saw the assassin in pursuit like a man possessed. Yikes, this is not good. There was nothing they could do but run. Maybe I actually picked the right answer. Oopsies. With the frightened girl in tow, Achi ran beneath the J.R. Yamanote Line railway overpass. A lot of words. Don't worry, just trust me, he told her. But first... They sped past a convenience store where an employee was cleaning up the sidewalk. Here, take this, will ya? Achi tossed over the bag of trash. Huh? Wait, what? This way. They slipped through the crowd and into a nearby back alley. But this way's a dead end. But this way's a dead end, the girl said breathlessly. Like I said, just trust me. Stopping abruptly, Achi kicked down a wooden plank covering a gap between two buildings, clearing a space that a person could fit through. See, we can get through here. In you go. But the girl just stood there looking terrified. What's the matter? Come on, we gotta hurry. But I... She looked at him as if he too was about to pull a gun on her. You could hardly blame her. After all, he was just some random guy who had just turned up out of nowhere. But this was no time for dawdling. The man with the cane appeared at the end of the alley. If they just stood there, he was going to catch them. Okay, sweetheart, hear me out, he said in a rush. The name's Achiendo. I live in the neighborhood, and I'm not the kind to stand idly by while a girl's being chased by some killer. So please, just trust me, and I'll do my best to keep you safe. He hoped the look in his eyes could convince her that he was being on the level. He's kind of got a similar nose shape to Majima, too. After a painfully long moment, the girl nodded her acceptance. Phew. Right, let's start with this. They had to pause beside an enormous stack of beverage crates. With a quick shove, sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Aki. The Aki way is probably why. Because when I kept saying when I said his name Achi, I was like, in my head I kept going, Aki way. I'm doing it to myself. I'm my own worst enemy. With a quick shove, Achi knocked the whole pile down, sending it cascading across the pursuer's path. He's like, what the fuck? Now that was a close call. He's still got a gun, though. And it's not like this covered, like, all of the thing. The man with the cane was floundering, struggling to get past the fallen crates. My bad, man, Achi called out. Mind cleaning that up for me? The man scowled at them and fumbled for his gun. Stop saying Aki way. Achi flashed him with a wave goodbye, then slipped away between the buildings with the girl. Sorry. I'm sorry, drink break part 2 and also going through puberty apparently. My fault. Hurrying down a narrow alley, they emerged onto a side street lined with dive bars and clubs. Assuming the man with the cane hadn't given up, he would probably lie in wait on the path back to the main road. Achi decided their best bet was to try to stay inconspicuous rather than risk getting caught on the move. Guess we can lie low here for a bit, he said. He led the girl to the entrance of a tiny old hostess club. She followed him reluctantly. Log lady. Achi flicked the switch inside the front door, and a chintzy chandelier glowed to life. He sat the girl down on the small sofa beside the counter. She gave him a worried look. Achi felt a pang of embarrassment as he realized what she must be thinking. Oh no, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not gonna try any funny business. Someone I know used to run this place. It's not in business anymore, so I figured we're safe here. The girl chuckled at his evident discomfort. Thank you. All right then, she said. So, we good? Ooh. We're good. Good. Okay. Achi made a vague attempt to straighten his disheveled clothes. You know, his puffer vest. And his camo pants. Yeah, I guess he couldn't chase them, but He fumbled with his gun, so he couldn't shoot them either. But it's like, damn, bro. They're like running down like a straight alley. Like, if he got his gun out, like he could have done them in for real. But thank God the plot armor kicked in. I don't know. Is this me or her?
Is that me or her?
I'm assuming we're gonna be able to unlock her as a character as well. So, how about some introductions? Achi Endo, like I said earlier. You can just call me Achi though.
I'm Hitomi Asawa. You can just call me Hitomi, I guess.
With each word out of Hitomi's mouth, Achi felt his heart sing. Oh my god, he's already falling in love. Oh, young love, so cute. She was charming, personable. Just about everything about her was captivating. Achi had never met another girl just like her.
Achi?
What?
Is something the matter? You were spacing out there for a bit.
Achi shook his head to dispel his daze. Damn it. This is no time to get all starry-eyed. He needed to think of some way to keep her safe from the guy who was after her. Look at me sitting on that chair like a cool-ass guy. Look, can you tell me what the heck is going on? Please, I need to know if I'm gonna help you.
Right, okay. I'm not really sure where to begin.
Hitomi looked down, lost in thought. Apparently hers was a long story. Alright,
she said at last. I guess I'll just explain things as they happened.
Wait, hold up. Could you keep it as simple as you can? I mean, I'm not really the sharpest tool in the shed. Complicated explanations aren't exactly my strong suit.
Okay,
Hitomi chuckled.
I'll try my best.
She got comfortable and then started her story. Damn, I wish they'd read it to me.
So, last night, somebody abducted my sister. The kidnapper demanded that I make a ransom handoff personally. He told me to stand by the statue of Hachiko in Shibuya at 10 o'clock in the morning to make the exchange, so I did.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't even get to finish reading that shit. What? What was the rest of that? Wait, I can scroll up, right? Okay, there we go. Thank God. Sorry, I forgot that was the thing you could do. He told me to stand by the statue of Hachiko in Shibuya at 10 o'clock in the morning to make the exchange, so I did. And the man came by and took the attaché case with the money. And then afterwards, the other guy with the cane turned up and pointed his gun at me and... Whoa, I'm sorry. Hold up a sec. Achi had suddenly lost the thread of the conversation. Lost the thread. Fuck you, they did that on purpose. Unluckily for them, though, I figured it out already. Fuck you guys. Fuck you, said 428, who was actually the fuck you guy. Could you say that again, but like simpler? Or how more simpler could she get? Huh?
Sure.
This is like wild music. Sorry. I was just listening. I'm just having trouble following is all. You know, it's all so complicated, and I definitely didn't live through it. I mean, is this the plot of some movie or some soap opera? Like, this is crazy.
No, that's not...
Sorry, I'm stupid. Or some kind of hidden camera show?
This is real. This really happened.
The look in Hitomi's eyes was dead serious. She's gotta be telling the truth. What would be the point of lying? And he had seen the attaché case and the gunman himself. How much was the ransom, if you don't mind me asking? Hitomi hesitated.
50 million yen.
She said after a moment. Achi gave a whistle of amazement. The detectives told me
that was a typical amount for a kidnapper to ask for.
It's plenty, that's for sure. I guess there's good money in that sort of thing. As soon as the words were out, he realized his blunder. Sorry, I shouldn't have put it that way. He fidgeted awkwardly and Hitomi looked away. I'm an idiot, but okay, I think I get this kidnapping thing. So I'm guessing those guys who chased the guy who took the ransom were the undercover cops? He replayed the scene in his head. But then, the kidnapper took the attaché case and ran, right? So if you were empty-handed, why'd that guy with the cane come after you?
I'm honestly not sure.
Hitomi's words trailed off. This was clearly difficult for her to talk about. Anyway, we should probably get you to the police as soon as we...
No, we can't do that. Hitomi's tone was resolute. I can't take this to the police.
Why not? Achi waited for an answer, but none came. After a long and awkward silence, she stood up from her seat.
I really appreciate the help, but I should go now.
She gave Achi a deep bow. Nuh-uh, hold on. What do you mean go? Go where? He hurried to intervene as she headed for the door.
I don't want to cause you any more trouble.
I figured the rest... Sorry. I thought that was a different quote.
I'll figure the rest out on my own, somehow.
Hey, I said hold on. Hitomi ignored him and opened the door, and their argument came to an abrupt halt. Zam. Standing there was the man with the cane, his revolver in hand. Bruh. His 10 a.m. story ends here. Kano still got shit to do. Read along further in Kano's story. I do think this is a good place to end, I reckon. We're almost at like 3.5 hours, 3:20. That's good enough for me. I think that's a good start for this game. I'm having fun. It is definitely lots of reading, which I don't mind. But damn, it means I can't snack like I normally do during streams. I'm just like, I need a little snack. We're here. Let me switch guys. I need to screen. Give you some of these Christmassy lo-fis. Damn, bro. To be honest, I didn't expect you to start this game while you had other long-running games. It's mostly because I don't really have the chance to play Danganronpa V3 that much, because that's a game that I really only play with Pidgey and Icarus. And Pidgey's so busy right now, I'm not able to play that game, so this is kind of like serving as the replacement for V3 for now, until Pidgey's a little less busy, and we can hop on a V3 stream. So this is a game that I can play a lot more often, whereas that game I really can't. So it's a little bit of a replacer. And then Ace Attorney, I gotta be in a mood for Ace Attorney. Like, I really like it when I play, but like wanting to play, it strikes once a blue moon. My brain's weird. Because like I really like Ace Attorney. It sounds like I don't. It's like, why wouldn't you want to play it then? It's like, listen, you don't get it, man. You just don't get it. Like, I like this game, but I don't feel like playing this game. Two different things, you know? But yeah, that's where we're gonna end stream for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not done so already, hey, hit that follow button. That'd be really cool. Check out all the links and whatnot below. And yeah, is there anything else I need to do? No, I don't think so. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow for all the fun things. Happy Friday the 13th, by the way. I'm sorry we didn't do a spooky game, but I guess it's the horrors of life or something. But anyways, yeah, bye.